Alrighty, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. So, I was watching a video, and I'll just say this: it was NBC Sports, and the guy who was hosting the video, I guess it's a show, black guy. I'm not even gonna say his name because I don't want you to see the video. It's really quite a horrible video. It was really kind of cringeworthy to the point of two black men denying people their freedom of speech. So basically what happened is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and maybe now I can start watching football games again, because I saw that the Cincinnati Bengals and Cleveland Browns, neither one of them did the BLM thing with the whole social justice, blah, blah, blah. But Marquise Pouncey and Lincoln Villanueva, as many of you know, Lincoln Villanueva was a Army Ranger at one time. You know, thank him for his service. Marquise Pouncey does a lot of work with the police. And so they were ordered to wear the name of Nathan or Antoine Rolle. I'm not too sure about the case, right? But so what Villanueva did was he put the name of a fallen soldier on the back of his helmet. Marquise Pouncey said that he would no longer be wearing that because he found out other things about the case and he didn't like the overall view of it. So they decided they weren't going to do it, which was well within their First Amendment rights. I did not have a problem with Kaepernick kneeling or players kneeling to protest anything. That's their First Amendment right. The only problem I had was when people or organizations like the NBA and NFL try to jump on the bandwagon and start shoving it down your throat, or making you stand, or making you kneel. They don't have a right to do that. Those are your First Amendment rights. I believe the First Amendment cannot be overcome or tampered with. It doesn't matter who you work for. If you work for Boeing and you come out and say Airbus makes a better plane, then I get it because you're causing harm on the product. But if you work for Boeing and you come out and you say, hey, I support Black Lives Matter, you shouldn't be fired for saying that, right? So those are your First Amendment rights. You're quite clear to say that. But it goes back to an earlier thing of where, back to the First Amendment, and they're holding the First Amendment. You can't tell these men if they don't want to wear it that they have to wear it, and that's pretty much what they were doing. That's pretty much it. They were trying to shame them into putting it back on their helmets. But if they don't want to wear it, they don't have to wear it. And it's gotten to the point of now you're making people take a knee for something they know nothing about. And so I'll give it up to Marquise Pouncey. He came back and he said, hey, I looked into this and I don't like it. I do not like it at all. I'm not going to put the name of a criminal on the back of my helmet. Like I said, I don't know anything about the case. So I'm thinking it's the case where the guy had a bunch of clothes and had a gun in his clothes or something, and the gun fell, something like that. I don't even know, so I'm not even going to say. But it's their First Amendment right to stand, put their hand over their heart, or kneel. But when you have organizations telling people, okay, you have to do this and you have to do that, then that's not right. I mean, let the individual players make up their mind. If you want to take a knee, take a knee. Dan honestly doesn't care. It's your First Amendment rights, and in the earlier episode I was telling you, it's why I really don't care about what athletes and actors say. Because, like I said, they're young, they're kids. So why would I, as an almost 50-year-old man, honestly care about the woke message they're trying to put out? I know what's best for me and my life, my family, my household. So I really don't care about that. But it just really kind of shocked me that these two black men are trying to guilt trip people. It was basically a guilt trip video. And I wasn't surprised from the one guy. I mean, he hosted a show with Jemele Hill, who, as you all know, is the wokest black person on the face of the earth, whose whole life has been strife. And, you know, I feel bad for her. Millionaire, successful career, big house, probably a couple of cars, gets mad because men won't date her. I mean, but what man wants to date somebody who's yep. It would be like a man dating a woman from The View, if you ask me. But I just didn't like the fact they were trying to do that, trying to shame these guys and putting a name of someone they don't agree with on the back of their helmet. And like I said, it's a dichotomy, and now you're starting to see all this stuff come out. And because we have so many cameras these days and so many shows, you can see what people actually think. And it's like I always say, liberals don't love us. They just want to hear their thoughts coming out of your mouth. All I would ask is that if you're watching the show, you keep your own thoughts coming out your mouth and don't worry about what those people say. Believe in what you believe in. You know, big shout out to Villanueva. I think it's a hell of a thing to put the name of a fallen Army veteran on the back of your helmet. That is really cool. So big shout out to Marquise Pouncey. He researched, found he didn't like the situation. He didn't agree with it, and he's like, I'm not wearing it anymore. So hopefully more players speak out and I can start watching football again. That would be nice. So thank you for watching this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. Hit like, subscribe, do what you have to do.